Somewhere you gotta be?
They're dragging their feet.
Well, what are they expecting me to do? Just get restless and blurt out a confession? Don't look at me like that. I've already told you I've done nothing wrong. Yeah, I might not be the world's most brilliant driver, but neither am I... What's-her-face? Maureen off the programme.
Driving school.
Look, they need to let me out of here so that I can grieve for my husband. It's only 24 hours since he was cremated.
Finally, you're going home.
I decide when she goes home. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention now something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Do you understand the charge?
Based on nothing.
We need to present them with a different version of events.
I've already told you. I've told them. I can't remember what happened.
So let's use that. If we can explain your lapse in memory to a jury's satisfaction, we might have a case.
But they can't decide that I meant to kill him. It doesn't make any sense. They'd have to believe that I was suicidal. What?
Were you? Maybe?
Was I trying to kill us both?
Diminished responsibility. In other words, we argue that when you got into that car, you weren't of sound mind. It could mean a lighter sentence, if not better.
If I say that I'd lost my mind.
That you weren't of sound mind.
Oh, I think you're splitting hairs.
It's my job to split hairs, and it's your job to help me split them. Look, if you were angry and mixed up and you decided in that moment there was no point carrying on. If you couldn't have Susie, or Elsie, or Alfie, then you didn't see the point. After all your attempts to have a child.
You expect me to exploit my infertility?
If we don't, they will. And it sounds like they're doing that already. But a jury could find this other version of events just as compelling.
Where's my sister? Because my sister said she was going to come and see me.
It's either murder or careless driving. And if we can shape the narrative, we can steer it towards the latter. No pun intended.
You should get that removed.
Sorry?
That tattoo. Yeah, it's like a doctor smoking, isn't it? It doesn't inspire any confidence at all.
With respect, my tattoo isn't your problem right now. Your problem is that you've been charged with your husband's murder.
Wow, thank you. I'd missed that.
I am looking at every option to see if we can make this go away. And in my opinion, the best chance we've got is to claim diminished responsibility.
Yeah, if I say that I was suicidal, I heard you the first time. But having worked as a counsellor for many years, I have got no intention of trivialising something so catastrophic.
In one respect, I'm in awe. In another respect, do you want to stay out of prison or not? Because if we leave the ball in their court and a jury decides that this was a premeditated act, that you were thinking perfectly straight when you got into that car.
Look, if I didn't plan to kill myself, then how could I plan to kill him? We need to argue that I was of sound mind. Then their case collapses. I couldn't kill him without killing myself, and yet I wasn't suicidal. The whole argument will fall apart.
Okay. Stick to your guns. Tell them where they're going wrong. They'll love you for that in court. But if they don't believe you, you could be looking at 12 years. You're the wrong side of 40.
It's no need to rub it in.
You'd be in your early 50s.
Wow, what's that? A-level maths, is it?
Oh, get this all out of your system now.
How long have you been doing this?
Just be open-minded for 1 minute and put yourself first. Because all those poor souls that you've counselled, they're not important right now. Do you think you deserve to go to prison?
What kind of a question's that?
Because if you don't feel guilty, despite everything your husband did and everything you might or might not have done, then our only priority is to keep you out of jail.